What's going on, Thunder Nation? Time for the final edition of Coffee Talk here this season. And joining us here at Village Inn is defenseman Nico Somerville. Nico, thanks so much for taking time to visit with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to be on the show here.
Yeah, it's been a fun season. I know you guys would prefer to be in a playoff push, but how has your sophomore season gone?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a lot of fun. Obviously getting the taste of the playoff action last year it's a bummer not being back there, but I think overall it was another great learning experience for me. The guys were awesome. Fans are always awesome, and it was a good year.
This group pretty close. It seems like it every time you walk in the locker.
Yeah, very close. I mean, you can walk in the room and have a conversation with just about anybody, and it's just nice walking in there, messing around with the guys, and throwing jokes around, throwing jabs at different guys. It's good.
I know you got a lot of new guys that have been coming in since college season ended. How have they transitioned from college to pro?
Yeah, very well. It's the same thing with those guys. Like you walk in the room and right away, like you can have a good conversation with them. You can mess around with them. I'd say they've all adapted pretty well and pretty quickly. So.
And that probably helps that you came from college, so you could kind of give them a little bit of advice.
Yeah, exactly. There's always uncertainty, going to a new team, new league. So myself, there's other guys too that have come from college. So just to kind of give them a little advice, help them along the way. It's been pretty well.
Speaking of giving guys a hard time, Nico, I know you played college with a couple of guys that were in the room. What's that like having them here in Wichita?
It's awesome. Jeffy and Stenell. Don't ask Stenell about AIC because he doesn't have too many fond memories of it. But Mish and Jeffy, we were freshmen together. And then Jeffy ended up transferring. Mish was there a little bit in my sophomore year, and then he ended up coming here. But it was nice to have those connections from school and carry them over into Wichita here. So it's been nice.
What type of ribbing do you guys give each other?
I'll save that for not on here.
So it's not appropriate for.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's good banter, but yeah.
Now, did you guys hang out in school? What was that experience?
Yeah, a good amount. We had a pretty close group there too. We had a lot of Europeans, so Mish was off the Europeans quite a bit. But we had a good group there. Same thing, pretty close. Anybody could hang out with anybody. So, yeah.
Nico Somerville joining us. Nico, you played most of your career over the first two seasons with TJ Lloyd. What's that pairing been like? It seems like you guys are pretty close.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think Lloyder and I. We read off each other well. Similar style, I guess. He's a little bit more offensive than me for sure, but we just complement each other's games well. If he's jumping up in the rush, then I'm there to kind of hang back and cover for him, and if I do, he's there for me. And in the D zone too, especially, we know where each other are all the time, so it's easy to play with. We just complement each other pretty well, I'd say.
Do you like the six that you have? Sometimes it's been the seven defensemen, but a pretty good group.
Yeah, no, it's for the defensemen especially. It's been awesome. All of our defensemen can play. When we had the Barracuda guys down here too, like they added a lot to our D-core, but not having them recently, I think our D-core is still as solid as any in the league. We got a good balance. I think we got the offensive guys that'll take care of the D zone, and guys that can play with a little bit of chip in their game too, which is nice. So, yeah.
What's it been like having Travis Clayton working with the defenseman? He was here in Wichita, but he was a forward, so I'm sure that's a different transition for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Trav's been great. He's been awesome at coaching us along the way every game. He's always got good input. He's just kind of that steady presence on the back end. I'm sure it's a little bit of an adjustment for him being a forward before, but hockey is hockey, and if you know the game well, you can kind of bounce around in any position, especially with coaching. So, no, he's been awesome. He's done great, and
Nico Somerville joining us. We're here at Village Inn. There are 5 locations. Don't forget you can get that free slice of pie on Wednesdays here at any of the local Village Inn locations, including Derby and Hutchinson. One thing I wanted to do as we kind of went through this is learn more about each of you guys outside of the rink. So Let's step away from hockey for just a tad. But you off air had mentioned you've got some siblings. What are their ages? How close are you guys? Maybe talk a little bit about your family.
Yeah, I got a bigger family. Two older brothers. They're gonna give me crap if I don't remember their ages, but they're both in their 30s. They're back home working. I got a younger sister. She's a year younger than me. Yeah, two older brothers. They're working back home. The oldest one is he's a clinical counselor, but he specializes in sports performance stuff. So he works with a lot of hockey players, and then any other sport really. But yeah, the other one, he's an engineer. He works with a lot of things I don't understand. Builds a lot of roads, bridges, and yeah, that's a whole different world. Then my sister has her own hairdressing practice back home.
So is that why you got the nice hair because of your sister, right?
I like to
No.
think so, but no, I'm just saving it. I'm saving it for when I get back home, get her to give me a nice haircut. So
Is that normally this long?
no, this is actually a little bit longer than I usually have
Okay.
it, but yeah, I kind of just get lazy with it and let it go, throw a hat on. But
Now, did your brothers play?
yeah, they both played. My sister even played for a little bit too. Yeah, my oldest brother played all through juniors. He played college in Victoria at the University of Victoria. And then he jumped overseas and he played professional in Sweden for a couple of years. And then he went back home to get his master's in his counseling stuff. And then the other brother, same thing with him. He played up until juniors, and then once he was kind of finished with juniors, I think he was ready to start his schoolwork and get ready to get working. And then yeah, my sister only played a few years when we were younger, but she did other sports like gymnastics and stuff like that too. She was big into cheerleading as well. But yeah.
What got you into hockey? I know being in Canada probably helped, but was there anything else that influenced you?
We were a big hockey family growing up. My dad played. My mom played just about every sport that she could. But for me, like having the two older brothers that both played, it kind of created that competitive environment for me. So I was always looking up to them, trying to chase them, especially within hockey. And yeah, I got my butt beat a couple times playing against them, but no, it was awesome growing up with them. They were amazing role models for me and kind of set the stage for what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go with hockey. So
Would either of them be your biggest influencer or role model, would you say?
honestly, both of them. They were, yeah, they were kind of role models in different ways, I would say. Yeah, but both of them had just as big of an impact on me and with where I am. And if I didn't have those two role models growing up, I don't know if I would be here playing or be sitting at this table with you. So
Sure,
yeah.
sure. You had mentioned also that they both got married recently.
Yep.
And one of them was over in Italy, right?
Yep. Yeah, the oldest one, Luciano, he got married back home 2 summers ago. They had this oceanfront wedding. It was beautiful, and yeah. And then the other brother got married in Italy last year. It was in Lucca, so just outside Florence. And
Okay.
yeah, we were in a villa there, and yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah.
That must have been just crazy.
Yeah, no, it was
awesome to be a part of.
Yeah, especially my mom's side of the family, they immigrated from Italy too. So we had some family over there and just had a different appreciation as opposed to just being there just for the wedding. You know, we
Okay.
saw where our family came from and my parents, and then the one brother who got married, Marino, they went to where our family came from and saw the farm and saw the land and everything that my family was at. So that was pretty special for them. But I didn't get to go, so hopefully in the near future I'll be able to go and do something like that. But,
Yeah. So you said you have family in Italy, correct?
yeah, they're in the south. They're in a small town called Casacalenda,
Okay.
and yeah, still got family over there. It's a small town of about like 500 people. So
Do you keep in touch with them?
yeah, my mom does a good job keeping in touch. The language barrier for me, I mean, I can understand bits and pieces of it. I wouldn't say I can speak well, but yeah.
Is there ever a part of you that would consider playing in Italy with family over there?
Yeah, I think so. I think once I get to a certain point in my career that I would love to jump overseas at some point and just kind of experience that part of the world and what that has to offer. I don't know much about the hockey over there, but I gotta think that I would make the jump easily, or just with having the passport and having family over there. So yeah.
Have you been to Europe before?
No, that was the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's quite an interesting part of the world, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
If you had to pick a destination that you would want to travel to, that you've never been to, what would it be?
Oh, I feel like there's lots that could be. But, I mean, just with the family being in Italy, I would love to explore more of Italy.
Okay.
I'd love to see the Amalfi Coast. Yeah.
Running of the Bulls?
What's that?
Running of the Bulls?
I think
that's in Spain.
I think I'd be too scared for that.
No,
that'd be cool to see from a distance.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the big tomato fight in Valencia, but I heard that is crazy.
Yeah. What,
they go into a square and they just have a huge tomato fight.
So it's like a snowball fight, but just tomatoes? No way.
Yeah. Look it up. I'm telling you, it looks amazing. I've always wanted to do it. I don't know why, but
I'll have to pick someone to go with that I can throw some tomatoes at. Maybe Stenell.
Seems like you and Stenell have some type of rivalry going on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Nico Somerville joining us. Nico, we typically take some time also to learn more about you in like a rapid fire type of question segment. So we're going to start with this. Do you have a favorite movie?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Any particular reason? Just the comedy?
The comedy. Big Jim Carrey fan. Yeah, growing up, that was always our childhood movie. That and Rush Hour. Any of the movies in the Rush Hour series, they were up there too. But yeah, I would say Dumb and Dumber.
Do you have a favorite band?
Nickelback.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Americans, for some odd reason, do not like Nickelback.
No?
I don't understand why.
Like, if it was up to me, I think I would have Nickelback on in the dressing room before every game. But
as opposed to what?
Well, guys here like rap and different music like that. But no, I'm more of a Nickelback and maybe some EDM type music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a band that you have never seen that you would want to see in person?
Ooh. I haven't been to many concerts, but I mean, like I would love to go to an Alan Jackson concert or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe like one of those older school country singers, but I'm a big country guy too. But I mean, even the new guys like Morgan Wallen or Luke Holmes. I would love to see their concerts too. But
I saw Alan Jackson at Frontier Days.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like 10 or 15 years ago. It was awesome.
Oh man. Yeah, no, that's.
It's like the United States version of the Stampede, but it's in Wyoming.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that would be sweet.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite pizza topping?
I'll be controversial and say pineapple.
You know, there's a couple of guys that have said pineapple, so it's not as controversial as you think it is.
Yeah. Well, growing up, like I absolutely hated it. My dad loved ham and pineapple, but I mean, once I got older, I think my taste buds changed, and now I love it. So,
do you have a favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Yeah.
How about a favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
Yeah.
Okay. My daughter likes cookie dough. I've never been much of a cookie dough fan for some reason.
I love the cookie dough, or even like peppermint or chocolate chip, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Favorite sports moment?
Sports moment? Probably scoring the overtime winning goal in Air Force my senior year. That moved us on to the finals for our conference. But yeah, that was a special goal. We had a playoff series at Air Force, so already battling like the altitude and stuff like that. Plus they had a unbelievable team. They were really tough to play against, and yeah, to score that goal, I actually had my dad and my two brothers in the building for that. So I think they were the only two people making noise in the stands when I scored that. I was a little worried for them making noise amidst the cadets there. But
can you still remember how the play happened?
Yeah, absolutely. There was a turnover at our blue line. Dustin Mans, he plays on Indy now. He got the puck up the right side, and it was kind of a 3-on-2 coming into the zone. I was coming down the left side, kind of right around the dot lane. He passed it across. I got the puck right at the top of the circles and shot it far side, and went in, and then I kind of blacked out from there.
Yeah, the celebration on video looked like it was awesome.
Yeah. No, I needed to catch my breath after that one, that's for sure.
Nico Somerville joining us. Nico, if you had some advice for your younger self, what would it be?
Just have fun with everything. Play as much sports as you can. That's what I always tell the kids that I work with in the summer at the hockey camp back home. Just play as many sports as you can. I think a lot of kids nowadays want to they want everything to be about hockey. They want to have their training. They want to do all this stuff in the summer just for hockey. But when you're a kid, just have fun and be a kid, play different sports. And that's how you become a better athlete too at the end of the day. So
If you weren't a hockey player, what sport would you want to play professionally?
I don't know. I'll say golf, but I'm not too good at golf.
I had a feeling you were going to say golf.
Yeah, no, we played yesterday, and I mean I was surprisingly good, but I still not very good. I don't know if I'm breaking 95, but yeah.
Last question for you.
Yeah.
If you had a career outside of hockey, what would that be?
Can it be a different job within hockey?
Yeah,
Okay, I'd be a coach then.
coaching. So you want to get into coaching
Yeah,
at some
that's
point.
kind of my goal for
Okay.
post hockey is to get into coaching. What that looks like, I don't know. But yeah, I just know that my passion and my love for hockey hasn't changed. So I think once my body kind of makes it so I'm unable to keep playing, yeah, I'll look to get behind the bench or have some other role to do with coaching, just because that's where my passion is. So
Sure.
yeah.
Well, we do appreciate your time. The last question outside of the rapid fire ones would be I know you're going into these last two games not really having anything to play for in terms of playoffs, but what's the message in the locker room been like?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have anything to play for in terms of playoffs, but I think ending the season with these last two games on a high note is important. Nobody wants to go into the summer, losing a game and kind of hanging our head on that for the entire summer. So I think just going out there and playing with a sense of pride and just playing, looking to next year. We want to set the tone now for what next year is going to look like. I don't know what it's going to look like in terms of players and that, just with the turnover every year. But yeah, I mean, just go out there and play with some pride and give our fans two games all we have. So that's all we got.
Sounds good. Well, good luck the rest of the weekend, and hopefully we see a couple of wins as you guys close out the regular season.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for
Sounds
having me.
good. That is Nico Somerville. Thanks again for everybody tuning in. Don't forget you can get a free slice of pie on Wednesdays here at Village Inn. For Nico Somerville, I'm Jason Malles. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks.